everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Another can wine blitz. If you've watched my past can wine episodes, I really try hard to find good quality canned wines. I know there's a lot of them out there, and I have a few in the store because I'm very picky. I figure, if you're going to buy a canned wine, it should be good. They're not cheap. If you think, well, they seem like they're cheap, but they're really not. And we'll talk about that as we taste these wines. But I have, most of these are from Chateau Ste. Michelle, and then I have one from Christopher Michael's, a Cabernet Christopher Michael Winery in Oregon. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, but it's using Washington fruit. So let's get started right away. These are, I got the pricing right here. The Ste. Michelle cans are $5.99 each. It is a 250 ml bottle, so that's $6 times 4 or 2. Yeah, 4. You probably get close to a bottle. So 6 times 4 is $24. So that's not cheap, or at least 3. Even if it was 3, it'd be $18. So you get the idea. So let's get going on these right away. I want to find some good canned wines. It's a big deal. We have a lot of kayakers, cyclists. People that hike, they like to have their wine, so these canned wines are very convenient for that sort of thing. Let's get started. This is the Chateau Ste. Michelle Pinot Grigio white wine, 250 ml, and it goes for $5.99. Pretty cool packaging on these. Ste. Michelle dominates a lot of the wine market in the state of Washington. I'd say mostly apple notes with a little bit of melon. Decent Pinot Grigio. It's $6. It's expensive Pinot Grigio. Just telling you, it's convenient but expensive. But most of you aren't thinking about that. You're only spending $5.99. You would like this Pinot Grigio. I like it. I'm not a big Pinot Grigio fan, but it has good flavors, good apple, melon, honey. I'm going to go C+, B- on that. Good start. Let's move on to the Chateau Ste. Michelle bubbly white wine. Little bubbles. People like the bubbles when they're out there on their hike or whatever they're doing. Campfires. These are great wines for that sort of thing. Hedging on the sweet side, but not too sweet. I get a slight little bit of peach notes. Again, not bad. I think if you were drinking this wine out the can, you'd be happy about this. So far, I'm really happy with this. I'm going to go same thing, C+, B-. A little sparkly, not tremendously bubbly. Of course, if you had a little plastic, champagne flute, you might be tempted to do that. But that's pretty good. That's pretty decent wine. $5.99 again, not cheap, but it's convenient, and you only buy one, kind of controlling your take on this. So now this is another, I believe this is also Chateau Ste. Michelle, but I'm not positive about this. It could be. A little shout out to Lauren, who just loves to bring me canned wines. She gets a kick out of it because she knows I'm looking, but some of the canned wines are not that good. So far, two good ones. I believe this is a Chateau Ste. Michelle project, but it's called Fruit and Flower. And these go for $5.49, so about 50 cents less. It's a 250 ml as well. Kind of nice packaging on this one. See what we get. A little bit of apple notes, a little sparkly. Again, not bad. I could drink any of these right here. Just slightly effervescent. A little bit of bubbles, really good. I like this one. I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to go straight up B- on that. That's a pretty good can of bubbles right there. Let's move on. Fruit and Flower Chardonnay. Now this is where I really struggle, is trying to find good Chardonnay in a can. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers here. I'd like to find one. Again, this is $5.49. Not great. Low flavors. I get a little bit of pear coming through. It's fresh. It's not awkward. It's not weird. I think it's just a nice quaffing little Chardonnay, but not a ton of flavor on it. Little apple, little pear. Yeah. Not bad. Not my favorite, but I could definitely feel okay about having this in the store at $5.49. I'm going to go straight up C+. Now we got Fruit and Flower Rosé, $5.49. So far, so good. Actually happy about this episode. Little strawberry and cherry. Very light again. Very light. Not a lot of flavor, but there is some flavor, and it's good. It's not bad. Like I said, a lot of canned wines sometimes are a little bit funky, and I don't like that. I don't want to sell a funky wine to my customers. I'm just curious how pink this is. There you go. Yeah, pretty good color. Decent. I'm going to go C+ on that one as well. Let's move on to the Chateau Ste. Michelle Rosé wine. $5.99. Like, I like the packaging on this. It's really cool. From a store level, you know, you can see this doing well. Let's compare this to the Fruit and Flower. A little funk on that one. Not terrible. A lot of strawberry. A lot of strawberry. And see the color on this one. A little darker. You can see that. Quite a bit darker than the other one. I should compare them, but I don't want to clean more glasses. Lots of strawberry. A little bit of watermelon. A little more serious than Fruit and Flower. A little funky. Still going to go C+ on that. That's okay. I like it. I like the Fruit and Flower a little bit better. Not terrible. C+. Let's move on. Something sweet. Chateau Ste. Michelle. Something sweet. Let's do the 14 pounds. I don't want to go sweet. I'll do the sweet after the cab. So this is a 14 hands unicorn rosé bubbles limited release, it says. Oh, I like that. $5.99. Limited release. Now this is a bigger can, so this is going to be cheaper. This is a I'm pretty sure this is a 375. So a half a bottle. A little sweet. If you want your wine sweet, this would be for a sweet tooth. So if I was selling this to somebody, I'd say, do you want it dry or sweet? I think people that drink Moscato, Ruscato, any kind of sort of sweet red or sweet white, Riesling, Gewürztraminer would like this. A little on the sweet side for me for rosé bubbles, but that's me. I still think it's okay. Not bad. I'm going to go CC Plus on that just because it's sweet. It's still good though. So I think CC Plus is a fair grade, average plus. Good wine. Let's move on. I'm going to do this before the cab. I think this might hurt my palate for that. Chateau Ste. Michelle Something Sweet White Wine, 250 ml. This is $5.99. Actually not bad. Reminds me of Moscato a lot. It might have Moscato in it. A little candied element coming through. I like candied oranges. Yeah, really orange flavors to it. Tangerine as well. A little sugar-fied, but not bad, not in a bad way. It's just really fruit-forward and sweet. Something sweet, just as it says. This would be great if you're taking some sushi, some Asian noodle dish you had, or you were doing some of that on the campfire. If you had something a little spicy, you were on your campfire, you were eating something spicy, this would be good with that. I'm going to go C+, B-. I'm really curious about this. This is Christopher Michael Cab. It's a Oregon winery. that is using Washington cab. This rolls in at $6.99. So if you did 2 of these, it would be $14 for a bottle of cab, which is not terrible. There you go. I'm drinking these straight out of the container because that's what you're going to do. Some of you might want to have a glass. I did one with glass one time. I said, wait a minute, why am I doing that? I mean, people are going to drink them right out of the can. Let's go. It has one flavor in there that I don't like in any wine, whether it's bottle or can, and that is clams. This has some clam component to it. A couple of my vendors who are watching are going to laugh their asses off because that's what I say, and they know right when I say clams, it's toast. Don't like this one that well. It's okay, a little greenness, little cherries. That clam element that comes through just drives me nuts. I can't stand it. And not everybody gets that. You may not get that when you're tasting it. But I'm going to go C-. It's not terrible, but it's below average because of that clam. There you go. I found some great canned wines that will probably make it into the store because I think they're pretty good. I'll just have to work on how I'm going to do that. Canned wines are popular more and more, especially the younger people from 25 to 40. They like their canned wines. And then there's other people, you know, they go to a restaurant, that's what they serve. Especially with the environment the way it is now. More and more people, restaurants are, you know, they do takeout. There's a canned wine in there. Boom, there you go. So, thanks for taking a little time on your day. I'm sorry I've been absent for a little bit. August is a tough month for me at the store. Things quadruple, business quadruples, and there's just a lot going on. Not making excuses. I'm just saying that's why you haven't seen me. But I'll keep pumping these out. I appreciate the people that have followed. Thank you very much. You keep watching. And I'll keep helping. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You keep watching and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars.